everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing good today. Now in today's video I'm going to be previewing Arsenal's game against Real Madrid tomorrow night. Also I hope my sound quality is all good to those that are watching this now. Let me know in the comments if I sound okay. Also I'm really looking forward to chatting with you guys tonight. I thought I would go live as I really enjoy doing these type of videos. It has been a little while and I can't wait to chat with you all today. And don't forget to send in any comments, any questions you guys may have. And I can't wait to get into this. Obviously, the last video I did do was when Arsenal drew with Everton, and I think the mood in the league is all very, deflating and disappointing. And considering that Liverpool lost the other day, it feels even worse that we've not been able to make the most of the situation. Um, but I think it is what it is, really. I think we've just got to focus on this game, and it's a different focus. I think it's more exciting in the Champions League. I think that a lot of us feel more enthusiastic. It's a competition where it's a really real chance to silverware this season. Obviously, we've got an injury in Gabriel. We've had quite a few injuries this season, and it's going to be really tough to win this competition. So, I'm just going to take it game by game and really see what happens. And obviously, the first leg's tomorrow, the Emirates. It's obviously a tough one to take. I mean, Madrid haven't had the best season, and they're currently second in the Liga. I think they've had struggles this season, just like us. They've obviously got a lot of injuries this season as well, so they are in a similar boat to us. If we're being honest, they've had similar issues, so I think we could completely understand that. And they've obviously got quite a few injuries going into this game, and obviously, obviously the latest one for us is Gabriel, which is going to be really tough to, be without him. I think we can really change a few things. I'm going to go into the lineup shortly. But I just wanted to say hey to everyone that has joined. Hey Ashik. Confident tomorrow. I love your confidence. Arsenal become a dating club. Yeah, I did see that. I think that's a bit ridiculous, to be fair. I don't get that at all. But obviously tomorrow's a very, very big game. Let me know as well in the comments your score predictions, your lineups. I'm going to go into the lineup that I would go for. Obviously, it's a really tough one because, like I said, we don't have a lot of options, and I think for this one, in an ideal world, we need to win at home. I had a dream about it the other night, and I have a feeling we're going to draw 0-0. Wouldn't be the worst result, but I do think because we're at home, I think it would be better if we could at least get a 1-0 win. Um, a draw wouldn't be a terrible result because we are still in the game, but I think because we're going away in the second leg, makes it a lot difficult for us. I really don't know what I'm going to see from Arsenal. Obviously, expect us to be more attacking. I expect us to not sit back. I don't think we've ever really. We're not a team that usually sits back unless we're winning. So I do expect us to be more attacking. I do expect us to obviously make it difficult for Real Madrid. I think the only sort of way that I can really see us score is with Saka, possibly Marino with the headers. Obviously I'm going to speak about the lineup too, but I think that it wouldn't surprise me in possession if we, have a bit of the ball. But I know Madrid are such a great side. They've got a lot of success and luck in the Champions League. Even though they've not had the best season, I definitely think that they can turn this around in the Champions League. So it's going to be tough. But 3-1 Real Madrid. I mean, I think if you're 3-1, that I think it would be game over at that point. I think I don't know what Arteta's going to do defensively. We've seen Kivior play quite recently, and for me personally, he did really good against Everton, but I think when you're up against Madrid, I think it's a different type of game. I'm not ruling out playing him, but I just don't know if this would be a game that we should play him in. Obviously at the moment I'm not really too sure which defenders can play, but obviously Raya would definitely go in goal for me. I'm gonna go with back four. If Ben White is available for this, I would play him right back. I'm not completely sure if he's fit. I know he has been playing recently. He has come back from an injury, and in this situation, you wouldn't really want to force him to play. But ultimately, this is the position we're in. I would actually take a risk and partner Timber and Saliba together. Timber's played a lot of football this season, and I don't really like the fact he's played an awful lot because he's had such a big injury. But for me, I think we've got to take risks in this game, and especially it being the first, like I think we definitely have to, yeah, go for it and take a few risks. Left back, I would go Lewis Skelly. I think Lewis Skelly is, the best player in that position at the moment. I think he's a very attacking player, and um, I do think he's a player that likes to take risks, and obviously sometimes that pays off. Sometimes, it doesn't go in his favour. So I would say to him not to be too risky in this with the challenges that he can make. I know that is part of his game, and that's a big part of why we love him. But I think he has to be careful in this game for us. The midfield, I just don't think we have a lot of options really to go for in this game. Odegaard obviously wasn't playing against Everton; he was benched, and I'll be honest, Odegaard hasn't been great this season. I can't put a finger on why I think that is. Earlier this season, he picked up an injury, which was ages ago. I'm not using that as an excuse. I'm just sort of explaining. And then he had good moments, then he just sort of fell off, and it has been disappointing. And the thing is, I get what if Arteta wants to change something and you know, not play Odegaard. We don't really have anyone else to play in that position really. So I do completely get Arteta's decision on that the other night, but I also think he wanted to rest some players as well. But yeah, I do think Odegaard has been a bit underwhelming this season. I think that's how I describe it. I think we've seen this level that he can reach, and I think he's just not got there yet, and it's disappointing. But yeah, this is a really, really big game for him. I think Odegaard in this game, I would like him to attack more. I would like him to shoot more outside the box. Like just go for it, be brave. That's what I'd really love to see from Odegaard in this game tomorrow night. The midfield, obviously they've got to put Declan Rice in there. Declan Rice is I think he's definitely improved as the season's gone on. I do want to say that I think he's been a good player. I just don't think he's been the player he was last season. I think as we've seen how good he can be, he's just not reached that level. But I'd say this season he's probably given us a 6.5, 7 out of 10. Maybe last season he probably gave us a 8 or 9 out of 10 performances. So I think that, yeah, I think Declan Rice is obviously going to be really important player in this game. I would definitely put him alongside Partey. I think Jorginho is just, yeah, he has that experience, but I think he's leaving at the end of the season. I wouldn't really start Jorginho unless we need to, unless Partey's injured, because I just don't think it would be the right decision to start Partey in this game. But I think it's going to be a tough one. I don't really think we have a lot of options, and now this is why it actually gets a bit interesting in our attack. I've been thinking about this actually for a little bit today, and I just think that would we start Saka? Um, that is a very tough one to ask because Saka's been playing 45 minutes. He played 45 minutes against Everton. I'm pretty sure he came on second half. That is the most he's really played. I don't know if Saka is ready to play a full game. Um, I have put him in the starting lineup because I think if he starts, then we have a bigger chance of winning. I think that he is one of our best goal scorers in the team. I just don't know. I personally don't know where he's at with his fitness, and also next season's a really important season for us. This season is just being. We know the season just needs to end in the Premier League, and it's been an absolute nightmare with injuries, with how it's gone, and all of that stuff. So it depends for me. I mean, I'm open minded of who I would um start. Obviously, if Saka can't play, um, I'd possibly play, Trossard or Waneri. I just wouldn't. I think it's a very big game for Waneri. I just don't know if he's ready yet. But I'm personally quite open. I did put Saka, so I will read out Saka, and we know how important Saka's really going to be in this game. I think he's really shown on the biggest stage that, yeah, he's ready for this, and this is a big game for him. He's obviously, waited for these moments as an Arsenal fan, obviously coming through the academy, and I think this is going to be so important for him, and I'm really excited to see him, yeah, playing this game. I think it's going to be really exciting to watch, and I'd be so proud if he scored. I know we played Madrid a very long time ago and we did beat them, but I think it's going to be a different story this time because we don't have the same squad. I think if we had the squad last season, I would feel more optimistic. I think we've been, we've had a lot of injuries this season. We know we need to improve in a lot of areas, and I think Madrid also have struggled this season. So I don't think we're the only team that have found things difficult this season. So yeah, I think it's obviously going to be very, very tough, and like it always is. But I feel excited. I think these are games you want to play in. When you're growing up watching football, these are the games you want to watch. So, um, yeah, I definitely want to see what happens with that. But with Saka, I think if Saka's fit, then play him. But obviously, as I said, he has only played 45 minutes recently. I wouldn't want to push him, but ultimately, I just think he's the best player to start if for this game. So yeah, it's a tough one to call, really, isn't it? Because I just don't know where he's at. But I think if I had a choice, if he's fit, then he plays for me. But obviously, as I said, it is a tough one to take because I just don't know how he's feeling with his fitness at the moment. So yeah, Saka definitely plays on the right. I think he's such an incredible goal scorer, and I think we really need his experience, his um, passion, and the way he plays football is amazing. So I think Saka would be very important for this game. Now, this is a tough one actually on the left. Martinelli was benched actually against Everton after he had a really good game, but I'd get Arteta's been resting and rotating players, so I possibly think it might be for this reason. But I would like to see Martinelli play in this game. As I've said on many videos before, I think Trossard is much better off the bench. And I think he's the only sort of player that could really come on and change the game when we need him the most. So I think possibly we might be doing that with Trossard. I'd love to see Martinelli. I think Martinelli is a very, from what we've seen against a few games ago, he really showed how energetic he is, how exciting he is to watch. I know that this season he has been very inconsistent this season. He's not really been how he used to be. But I think if he can bring a bit of pace on the wing, if he can whip crosses in the box, and hopefully Saka or Marino will be there, I think he'll be very important for us. But yeah, I think this season, I think we have seen with these players that it has been a bit of a disappointing season. I think a lot of these players haven't performed as well as they should have. But I think I would definitely give Martinelli a shot there. But I'm interested to see what Arteta does go for. I don't really know what I'm going to expect from Arteta. I don't really know. Um, yeah, what Arteta's going to go for. It's going to be a tough one. Now for me up top, I would actually go Marino. Marie, listen, Marino's been playing there recently since Havertz has been injured, and it works. It's okay. Why not? Why not go for it again? I think if something has been working, I mean, Marino's not our long-term option. For now, he can score goals, so I think why not play him? I think it's not a bad thing to do. I think um, in midfield, I don't think he's as good as he is, up top. So I definitely would give it a shot. I know it's not the perfect perfect thing to do, but I just don't know who else we would put up front in this game. I think that you've definitely got to give it a shot. And yeah, I think it's going to be the best sort of thing for us to do. Marino has scored us goals. I think he's definitely good at his headers. So I think if we're able to um, put some crosses in the box. I definitely think that can help us. So I think we're just going to see how it does go with Marino in that position. But I don't know what Arteta's going to do. Arteta can surprise us at times. Arteta can go for things you're not really expecting. So I think it's going to be a game maybe. I don't know. I mean, Arteta has said in a press conference that he has made the decision of what to do. Um, Defensively without Gabriel, and I possibly think Kivior's going to play, and I think Kivior's going to have a big game. I've said this on many podcasts. I think Kivior is a good defender, but obviously, he's not Gabriel's level. I think it's very hard to get to Gabriel's level. I think Gabriel is shown this season how consistent he's been, how important he's been for us, and I think it's very, very hard, for anyone to really get to him, Saliba's level. So Yeah, I think that side of it's gonna be very, very tough, but I think, all we can really do is our best and play the best in their position without Gabrielle. Big up to everyone as well that is watching this. I've got a question here. AWFC fan underscore, big up yourself. How are you feeling about the game? Big up yourself. Yeah. I feel mixed emotions really. I think I just don't really know how we're gonna be. I mean, I think if we can keep the game close, get a draw, or as said as before, we need a win really. I think if we could go out of this game with a 1-0 win or a 0-0 draw, I think we're still in the game. Obviously the second leg is at Madrid, which I don't know if that's a good thing. I don't know if it's better having the first leg at the Emirates or having the second leg um there, but ultimately, we it's going to really show us where we are right now at Arsenal, like where the players are at, which players can really step up on the biggest stage. So I think this game is going to be important to see which players, are really going to step up. I'm excited to see who actually does really step up. I mean, you just don't know what we're going to get from Arsenal. As I did say before, I think with the Champions League, there's a different level of enthusiasm. There's a different, you sense a different atmosphere because in the Champions League that we have a chance of winning it. It's not all over yet. We can win it, but I think it's going to be very, very tough. I think if we can get past Madrid, then we've got a great chance. But getting past Madrid's going to be tough. Because even though they've not had the best season, they've obviously got a lot of experience. I think they've got some absolutely amazing players that I admire. I do admire Madrid a lot. I've watched them over the years, and yeah, I think they've done really well. Now this season they've not been as good in the league, a bit like us, we've fallen behind, a bit like them. Um, but I still think it's going to be tough no matter what. But yeah, that's pretty much my lineup. I'm just going to read through my lineup again so you guys all know what I'm going to do. So Ryan goal, Ben White, Saliba, Timber, Lewis Skelly, Rice, Partey, Odegaard, Saka, Marino, Martinelli. As I've said before, I'm not too sure if Saka's able to play. I mean, we never know. Saka might not play a full 90 minutes. He might, play if things are going well, we could make some changes. But I think the position we're in, where we do need him for this game, if we want to win the Champions League, he's really got to start and help us. But yeah, it is going to be tough this game because we just don't know where we're at as a club. I mean, we've not had the best season, have we, guys? And it has been very, very tough one to take. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm torn between Trossard and Martinelli. Um, Saying that Trossard did score a really good goal against Everton. Big up Wiki Cookie just joined. Why no Trossard? I'm torn because I just feel like Trossard would make more of an impact than Martinelli if he came off the bench. I also think Martinelli had a really good game of the day, but also so Trossard. It is a tough one. I don't really know who I'd start in that position because I think they both would help us. Um, I don't really know. I mean, I think Trossard's more likely to score than Martinelli, but I think Martinelli has definitely got a great chance of creating things for the team. It's a tough one. I wouldn't mind Trossard playing. I wouldn't mind Martin. I wouldn't mind either because I think they'll definitely both help us in this game. But it is definitely a tough one. I don't really know what Arteta's going to do there as well. It is going to be very, very tough. This lineup's hard. Um, I don't know how the game's gonna go. I don't know what Arteta's gonna go for, but I just hope we can just do our best when the game comes. And yeah, I just hope like we can keep the game close. I don't know if we're gonna win. I don't feel like we will win. I think we can get goals from Saka, Trossard, Martinelli, but I think it is going to be extremely tough to really win the game at the Emirates. And yeah, it's an exciting game. I'm excited, even though it feels like we're not going to have a great chance of winning the season. I'm excited for this game because I think it's great to come up against these teams. And yeah, it'd be great if we progressed, but obviously it's a tough one. I just don't know. I mean, like I said, if we're 0-0 or 1-0, I think 0-0 wouldn't be the best result, but it wouldn't be the worst because we're still in the game. Um, and yeah, I think that that's probably a good thing for us going into the second leg. but obviously it is very, very tough fixture to have. I mean, Atletico Madrid would have been hard anyway, but yeah, it's going to be tough. I also wanted to read a bit about what Arteta said today in his press conference. It has been almost 20 years since we have played Madrid, and when we won, I'm pretty sure. Um, so Arteta has said it's a competition that we've been waiting for many years. The fact we've only been twice at this stage in 50 years with the size of Arsenal and the difficulty of that, we're going to create our own history and go even further tomorrow is a beautiful opportunity for all of us. Um, yeah, so obviously he's emphasised a lot about the support being there, and we'll always be there. I think we're always there to support the team anyway. So I think they need to put in a big shift for us for that game tomorrow. Um, and yeah, he's just emphasised how he's going to give it us all. We're going to put all the ingredients, everything that is to take in our hands to play the game we want and to take the game to the direction we want. In order to achieve that, we're going to need people playing every single ball of us, and that's going to make a huge difference because that's something we really need. Listen, obviously, we're going to have to see what happens. At this point, he's saying what we want to hear, but we we need to see it on the pitch, really, don't we, guys? I do want to see this on the pitch. It's all good managers and players talking, but I think it would be nice for us to actually really show that and put in a really good performance on the pitch. I mean, you listen, the women, it didn't go our way for the women on the first leg, and things changed. So, there is hope if things don't go our way on the first leg that we can turn it around. So, yeah, I think everyone seems up for it, Arsenal. I think the players, I think Saka. I mean, I heard what he had to say, and he's proud, obviously, and he wants to win stuff for Arsenal. So I think Saka will be here for a little while. I don't know about how long he'll be here for, but I think he seems to me like he seems quite happy at Arsenal at this moment in time. But yeah, this is obviously a great chance for these players to really win some silverware this season. And yeah, I'm excited for this. Let me know, guys, those that are watching this, how you're all feeling about the game tomorrow. It has come round fast, and yeah, I'll be glad when it's over because I just want to sort of know where we are at in competing with teams like Madrid. Are we, if we can do it or not? But obviously, I'm excited for this game. I think it'll be a really good test for us. Obviously, do our second leg, so I think if we win on the first leg, let's not get carried away. We will have to see what happens on the second leg as well. Um, and yeah, just take it game by game really and not get carried away. Enjoy the moment, of course, but yeah, we're gonna just see what happens with that. But yeah, guys, I'm very, very excited for the game. It's gonna be a really good one for sure. If we can get a positive result from that, absolutely would be great. So yeah, guys, please feel free to comment as well how you're all feeling about the game. I think a lot of it is for fans and mixed emotions. I think some fans are very excited, very up for it. I think a lot of fans think we might actually win the first leg. Um, I'm at the stage where I'm fi I'm 50-50. I could see them winning it. I could see it being a draw. Um, and yeah, I think it's just going to be tough, really. And don't forget, guys, send in your score predictions as well. Tell me how you're feeling about the game, guys. As I'm nervous. I think I feel more excited for this game. I feel quite pumped up for this game, to be honest with you, because we know the league's done and we know that has been a terrible season with the league. So I think this really is our best chance of winning any silverware. So I feel more excited about this competition really rather than the Premier League because it is pretty much done at that point. Um AWFC fan says, "What's your score prediction?" I said my score prediction before. I'm unsure really because I have a feeling it's going to be like a 0-0. I mean, to be fair, that wouldn't be a bad result, but I think we really do need to get something good out the game. Draw, a win would be better, really, but I think a draw isn't the end of the world. Obviously, the second leg at being at Madrid, I think, is obviously a different story for that. So, yeah, you're gonna have to see how it goes for that, guys. But yeah, I'm gonna go 0-0. I think. I think if we put the right defence out to really win this game, I think we've got a great opportunity, yeah, to do it. But I'm just worried about the second leg, really, to be honest, to see how we actually manage. Um, but yeah, I'm gonna go for 0-0. I don't think it'll be boring. I don't think it'll be a boring 0-0. I think it'll be quite a exciting, competitive game. And yeah, that's my score prediction 0-0. And yeah, I don't know how we're going to do if we go away, but yeah, I'm very, very excited for this game. And yeah, that's my score prediction, guys. Please don't forget to tell me as well your score predictions as well while you are watching this. And please also don't forget to hit the like button too while you are watching this as well, as I do really appreciate it. Big up to everyone that is watching this as well. And yeah, I will be live, by the way, guys, after the game tomorrow. I'm just trying to check what time the game is on tomorrow. I think it's a pretty late one. Um, yeah, so it's on 8 tomorrow. So I'll either be live or do a pre-recorded video about 9:30, 10. It depends, how much extra time there is. So yeah, I will be doing a match reaction. I hope it'll be a happy match reaction. I hope I'm not too stressed by that. But yeah, I really do hope that it'll be a good game no matter what. And if we are going to lose, I'd rather us keep it close. If we lose 1-0, it isn't our ideal result. But if we can keep it close, then in the second leg, you never know what can happen. But I think because the second leg's going to be at theirs, it makes it a lot more tricky for us going into this game. 2-2. Oh, that'd be that would be stressful if that was the score prediction. If that was the score in that game. Yeah, I do really have a feeling it's going to be a draw. I don't know by what amount of draw, like what draw it would be, but I do have a feeling that a draw is going to happen. I just think it will happen, really. Unfortunately. But yeah, I think we need to really not concede too many goals. But obviously with a different defence, things are going to be a little bit different in this game. So yeah, I think it's going to be tough. Obviously, I'm excited. They have a lot of injuries out as well. And yeah, I hope with the players we have, we're able to step up and do the best job we can do in this game. But yeah, as I've said, I am feeling excited about this. I think, playing these big games are, very good. And yeah, big up everyone as well that's watching this. I do really appreciate it. I just wanted to see if I've missed any questions. Yeah, big up to Ashik as well that popped in before, and all of you guys. Big up to Wiki Cookie that popped in, AWFC fan. I am going to wrap the stream up in about 5 minutes, 5-10 minutes, guys. I just wanted to come in here for a little bit today and yeah, talk a bit about the game. I didn't realise I hadn't done a preview yet, so yeah, I thought I'd come in here to do that. AFC always. Let me just click on that. Favorite Real Madrid player? Oh, I love that. Thank you for your question. They have got some incredible players. It's so hard to pick. I love Mbappe's finishing. I think he makes it look so easy. I think Bellingham is definitely he's got a bright future ahead of him. Even when I've watched him for England, I think he's amazing. I think he definitely picked the right choice in going to Madrid for his career. I think that, yeah, I just think he's a very, very talented player, and he's a player that I do really enjoy watching. Um, yeah, they've got some incredible players. I mean, Vinicius Junior, I really do like him. I think on that, the pace on him is incredible. I think he's just such a joy to watch. I'd probably really say, him, probably just because he's amazing. But I do love Mbappe. I think they've got some incredible players. But yeah, I love watching players that just give you that excitement when you're watching football as a fan, and I think he's definitely given me that as fans. I mean, the last few years watching him at Madrid's been great to watch. I mean, we've struggled, Arsenal have really struggled. We can't deny that in, the Premier League and the Champions League, and it's just nice to watch players that just love playing football, and he's definitely done that for me as a fan. So yeah, obviously Bellingham, as I mentioned, I think he's definitely, a great player to watch, and definitely someone that I admire watching. But Yeah, it's hard to pick because I think you can really admire their defense, their midfield, their attack, and yeah, it's a hard one to pick because I think they've all a lot of those players have got some great qualities, but yeah, that's what I'd go for. Big up Victor, hope you're good. Let me know as well, guys, how you're all feeling about the game tomorrow. As yeah, I think a lot of us are mixed emotions. We never know which Arsenal we're gonna get. But I think the team will be up for this. I think for those players that are injured, they'll definitely show up a fight for them. It is a real shame with Gabriel because this has just came at the wrong time for him, this injury, and I was really, really rooting for him playing in this game because he has been at Arsenal through the bad times, the good times, and these are the games he wants to play in, and I just feel so bad for him. But I wasn't surprised with Gabriel when we heard he was out for the season. I think I expected that. I think with how the season's gone, I expected the worst, and that is obviously the worst case scenario, him being out for the season. It's a shame because Saka's come back, Gabriel's got injured. Like this is just our luck this season, so it is very unfortunate that that has happened. But ultimately, we just got to see how it goes. Um, and let me know, guys, if you would like to see Kivior play tomorrow. I mean, I haven't put Kivior in my lineup, but I just worry how he would actually do on the biggest stage in this game. I mean, he did great against Everton. I can't deny that he put in a good performance, but against Madrid, it is a different type of story. It's a different type of test. So I don't really know how he would really do in this game. So we're going to have to really see how he's going to perform. But yeah, to those that are watching, I will read you my lineup again. I am, quite unsure in the attack what to go for, but I have gone with Raya, White, Saliba, Timber, Lewis Skelly, Rice, Partey, Odegaard, Saka, Marino, Martinelli. I mean, I'm unsure of whether to play Martinelli or Trossard because obviously Trossard scored against Everton. He scored a great goal, and I think that he would be great against Madrid. I also think Martinelli has put in better performances recently, and I also think that he would definitely be good on, on the wing with the pace, whipping the crosses in the box, and really, helping our team out there. So I'm completely unsure what to go for in that sense in the attack. Obviously with Saka, as I mentioned before, he's not really played a lot of football, so it might be too much of a risk to play him straight away. But ultimately, I feel like he is the guy that could win us this game. So I think we've got to. I think we have to go all in. This is our only opportunity this season to win silverware. So I think it's all in. If we want to win something this season, we really have to go all in for this because I really don't see how we're going to win anything this season if we don't go for it all in the Champions League. So yeah, that is what I've gone for in the attack. But as I said, I'm still conflicted on playing Trossard. I think Trossard probably more likely to score than Martinelli, but I think Martinelli can be a real threat on that wing when you're getting past those players, and I think it is a very tough decision to make with that. So yeah, the game tomorrow I will be back about 9:30, 10. I'll be back live to chat about it, and I really hope the team don't let us down. I mean, all I really want to see from the team is for them to put in a big shift, for them to really fight for this badge and yeah, just really prove themselves what they can do on the biggest stage. And yeah, I'll tell you my score prediction again. It's a bit of a boring one. I mean, I'm thinking too now that I've spoken about this. I'm just thinking 0-0 or 1-1. I really sense a draw. And I don't know why I feel like a draw is going to happen. Listen, I think a draw wouldn't be the worst result because if it is a draw, we are still in the game and we still have a chance to win. But I think, like I said, a win would be the perfect result, for the first leg. I do actually wish the second leg was away because I think we could turn it around at the Emirates. Like the women's team, I think they definitely really turned it around there. Um, but yeah, I'm excited to see, as I said, what Arteta does go for. It's obviously, and I do think he'll go for Kivior. I think he'll go for what he thinks works. But yeah, it does depend on the fitness of some of these players as well, who is going to play for this. But yeah, as I said, very excited for this game. Big up to everyone that is watching this. Please don't forget to like this video as well. Please don't forget to smash that like button if you are new here. I will be back tomorrow night. I'll let you all know as well on my social media if it will be either a live stream or a pre-recorded video. As I've said, I'm not too sure yet, as it might be a bit late, but I'll probably come on here do a live actually, guys, because I do like to interact with you guys. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching. I do really appreciate it. Please don't forget to like this, do subscribe here, and yeah, fingers crossed, guys. I'll get a good result tomorrow, and I'll see you all then. Bye.